Like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below. This morning, Thursday, the CCSA reported 13,897 new cases of COVID around the country, with 13,527 recoveries of people who'd previously had the virus and been released from quarantine. In the same period, 188 deaths have been attributed to the virus. The continued problem with illegal immigrants crossing Thai borders has been underreported recently, but is still a huge issue for border patrols. In Songkhla, 40 local officials are now in quarantine following the apprehension of 14 illegal workers crossing into Thailand. Word is that they were awaiting their paid smuggling crews, who were due to help them get into Malaysia. Meanwhile, in Chonburi, 11 were nabbed as they waited for transport to Chonburi, where they claimed to have jobs waiting for them. Still no mention in any official bulletins of the names of prospective employers, but the authorities know for sure. This from statements given by those now held in quarantine, who are complaining that they've paid 20,000 baht each for the rough crossing and will now be deported. COVID news at a glance. The Department of Medical Services reported that up to 20% of those who've caught the virus suffer from what's called long COVID, where despite recovery they continue to suffer from serious symptoms. Japan, where nationals there are mainly vaccinated with Pfizer and Moderna, are to share their unused AstraZeneca vaccines with much of Asia, including Thailand, and we can expect up to 300,000 doses to be delivered very soon. Those shots will supplement the supplies allocated from Thailand's own production centre, which is obligated to supply much of Asia. The Public Health Ministry told press yesterday that all who've received 2 Sinovac shots will be given a third booster shot of AstraZeneca by the end of October. The pick-and-mix approach promises better protection from the Indian Delta variant than Sinovac alone can offer. And Thailand's Ministry of Education is putting together its programme to inoculate millions of students aged from 12 to 18 ahead of plans to reopen schools for the new term, which is due to start in November. It's likely that students will attend their schools this and next month to receive vaccinations, duly recorded to show a high percentage of teachers and classmates inoculated. 10 million doses of Pfizer are allocated to the programme between now and the end of October. The Nakhon Sawan Prosecutor's Office has filed for a full inquiry into the death of a drug mule whilst in police custody there. This is the police chief, nicknamed Joe Ferrari due to his immense wealth, in charge of the interrogation at the time, which saw the man suffocated with plastic bags, is said to be in a Bangkok prison awaiting court appearances. And finally it's out. All those food reviews online have long been questioned as to the validity of their reports on eateries. It seems one Bangkok group agreed for 2 free meals in exchange for a review of an international buffet, but when 4 arrived they were presented with the bill for 2 of them. Rather than accept the deal politely, the administrator promised to remove the eatery from their listings altogether. With social media now removed and the admin removed from his perch, the group continues, but beggars the question, how neutral can a review be if you're being fed for free? Meanwhile, in our own province this morning, the Governor's Office reports 973 new cases, 226 in Chonburi, 124 in Banglamung, including Pattaya, 241 in Sriracha, and 119 in Sattahip. And within the same 24-hour period, 12 deaths have been attributed to the virus. Vaccination programmes continue today, both at Central Festival and at the indoor sports stadium, as the area-wide inoculation programme has proven to be full-on for months now. Despite the naysayers, the programme has supplied a variety of vaccines to residents, and the objective of 70% of the local population receiving both doses is likely to be achieved by month's end. Still no word, though, regarding those local residents who aren't registered here, but we've been assured that at some point they'll get full access too. With plans still being mooted to open the region to tourism, not that there's much of that to go around, there's no word as to the exact dates for schools to reopen, although it's hoped that Thai schools will reopen in time for the new term. Until schools are authorised to reopen, the chances of even restaurants being allowed to serve alcohol remains remote. However, many eateries are now reporting a better trade than expected, and takeaways are still very popular too. And with the Met Office promising a wet day with heavy rain at some time, temperatures ranging from 30 down to 27. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme,